What should we as a society stop making people feel insecure about? Being quiet. You never say anything is such a weird way to both draw attention to someone and give them nothing to work with. Most folks don't understand the power of silence. I understand being quiet is not a meditation for everyone. But damn. Not having endless mental chatter is wonderful. Not having endless verbal chatter directed at you without room to respond is good, too. Trade school / gap years college right after HS isn't for everyone. Even some of my smartest friends top of my class should have taken a gap because they burned themselves out getting 97% APs throughout HS. Exactly. I'm one of them. I never should have jumped into college. I went for something I was talked into because it paid a lot. Was miserable. Changed majors. Still wasn't happy. Graduated with a degree 13 years ago that I never used. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I needed time to figure it out. And money isn't all that matters. I'm facing this right now and it sucks. I panicked and chose computing because it was meant to be highly sought after, but I hate it. What kind of job do you do instead? Your choice of career. Another one, not having a dream career. Being wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Just be open to learning. Instead of doubling down or getting angry. I was looking for this answer. People would be a lot smarter if we could all just admit when we don't know or when we have been wrong about something. There is always room to grow, and it's more than okay to change your mind. Their jobs. If you clean / fix sewage pipes, then thanks for your service. Someone must have the balls to do it. And garbage people. Never knock the people who take out your trash. They are doing an important service. There are few people more responsible for the clean, relatively disease-free, safe, modern world we live in than sanitation workers. This includes janitors, street cleaners, garbage workers and anyone who cleans up after the rest of us. I have as much respect for them as I do firefighters and EMTs. I'm a firefighter, and when someone thanks me, I always remind them that, while I love my job, and I'm happy to serve, society falls apart faster without the trash man than without the fireman. Thank you for your service. I have worked in plenty of kitchens, and have had to be there for plenty of fire inspections / certification / whatever it's called when an inspector from the fire department comes to check our fire suppression system and fire extinguishers. The garbage fighters prevent everyday detritus from becoming a serious problem and the firefighters stop an occasional emergency from becoming calamity. I read a lot of old newspapers. I'm a local historian for my city, and it's insane the amount of deaths that used to be caused by fire. A lot of lives are saved by newer fire safety in buildings and fire safe materials and such. But the preventative work that's done by fire departments is what saves a lot of people from their worst / dumbest impulses. I thoroughly appreciate what you folks do. I really do. Making any kind of mistake. Social media has created an illusion that everyone has to be perfect. Aging and the unavoidable physical changes that come with it. What Clint Eastwood looks like now will shock you. Then show picture of him at 25 and 1 from now. WTF, he is 90 years old. That headline gets way more clicks than breaking news. Old man looks old. They are both going to go to a website for dodgy mail enhancement insurance investment opportunities. Anyway. Your job. Too many people are elitist about someone's occupation and look down on essential workers or look down on boring jobs. I have a stable, relatively well-paying job as an accountant, and I have had several comments from friends and family making fun of me or making snide comments about how boring my job / life is, like I've totally sold out because I'm not a teacher or an artist. I think because it's such a safe career choice they feel like they are not punching down, but it just makes me feel really lame and embarrassed. Boring jobs pay bills. They would still complain if you didn't choose a boring job too. Trust me, I'm an artist. What? You'll never make a living doing that. Everyone. Hey, can you do your art stuff for me, as a favor? It'll be good exposure. Those same people. Mental health struggles. There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking time to figure out what process works for you, despite why people around you might want to tell you. Had to scroll down a lot to find this. and I wish it was higher up. Mental health/mental illness is a real issue for a lot of people, and society in general has a hard time understanding them and are quick to judge, making the ones who struggle with it feel insecure about asking for help and getting treatment. Shame this stigma still exists in 2021. I still feel insecure and doubt I'm sick enough, and I've had anxiety disorders for 16 years. Our society has such a power through it. Suck it up. Work when you are sick, and if you can't you are weak mentality. Then there are the people who think that if you aren't working you are lazy and don't want to work. I want to work. I'm sure there are plenty of people who don't understand how mentally exhausting having a mental illness can be, and mental health treatment is so inaccessible. Even in Canada it's very lacking, unless you are under 18. I feel a lot of guilt for being able to be off of work and still able to access private therapy, as I know a lot of people aren't able to afford that. There really is no long-term therapy for adults that is covered, that I know of. It's like here's 8 weeks of group CBT, now you're on your own. Needing mental health treatment, even if that treatment includes medication. I get so many weird backhanded comments when people find out I take psychiatric medication. I hate that people think of it as the easy way out and view me as giving up or being weak. I have never understood. I'm 54 years old and I can't understand why people think mental health is just an expression of will. I think it's because people without mental health conditions literally can't imagine what it feels like. So it takes a lot of empathy to try and understand. Agreed. I'd wager it's kind of like trying to imagine a new color. Having acne. It doesn't mean you're dirty or don't wash your face. It's simply a skin condition some people get and some people don't. Oh, what's that? You have hormones? Oh, what's that? You're stressed out? Oh, what's that? You just naturally fucking produce more sebum and can't do shit about it without spending a ton of money? F you. At age 29 I saw a dermatologist for the first time to see if I had skin cancer. When I was there she asked if I wanted to do something about my acne. I've had acne my entire life and now my face is clear and I get compliments on my pores all the time, and it has been life changing. All it took was having money to visit dermatologist. $50 copay, really $130 if I wasn't insured, plus time off from work, face wash from derm, $26 prescribed face lotion, $38 Axone, $200 with insurance. It costs $800. Without insurance, seriously $800. Tretinoin, $10 with insurance prescribed lotion, $18 with insurance sunscreen from derm, $45. I did have skin cancer on my face, so I invest in sun protection. Having extra money to spend is a complete game changer in life. I have been made fun of for my acne for so long that I feel for anyone who can't afford to see a professional. I never realized that the solution to my acne would be having money to fix it. It is so expensive, it is so disappointing to say edit, and I forgot to add DML lotion for $18. Just so you know, Datzone is the generic form of Axone and is $20-30 with a coupon from Goodrx.com. Might be worth talking to your dermatologist. I'm a medical assistant who works in a derm practice. Exercising in public. To me, anyone giving it a go, no matter their physical ability, deserves praise. Honestly, from my experience, most gym rats are the most encouraging to heavy people. A few of the guys I used to work out with just be at the gym the same time every morning. Kinda made it a point to say small comments to this very heavyset guy that worked out at the same time as us in the morning. You got this, brother. Keep up the good work, man. You're looking good, man. This guy's face always lit up, and he always pushed harder when anyone encouraged him. Edit. Spelling. Oh dear. This just makes me scared to go to the gym. I like to exercise, but if somebody acknowledges that, yes, I'm exercising, I get self-conscious and stop until they stop looking at me. I'm with you. Any acknowledgement of my presence at all would make me supremely uncomfortable, haha. If you wear headphones, then it's more likely that people will leave you alone. Gym goers are actually very nice people a lot of the time. Baldness. It doesn't seem to be as common for it to happen naturally with women, but for men and women, it can be a really sore subject, especially if it starts happening at a fairly early age. You could be in control of every other aspect of your life. But if you start losing hair early, it can take the wind out of your sails. In honor of my deceased grandfather, God only made a few perfect heads. The rest are covered with hair. As a bald guy, I'm stealing this. Bald is beautiful. That's why God only made certain people bald. My barber. Bowel movements. As someone with IBS, it happens a lot. Yes, I was in the restroom for 20 minutes. There's nothing I can do about it. It's much harder on me than it is on you. When someone fecking knocks on the door and asks if I'm back, quote, still in there. Yes, I bloody well am. And now it's going to take me another 20 minutes of trying to poop, you jerk. Nah mate. I crawled out through the gap between the stalls. All yours. The way someone laughs. This world is cold and unforgiving. Laughing makes it all a little less heavy. Who cares what it sounds like, right? I'll never forget in high school when I was laughing in Spanish class. The girl in front of me turned around and went, "Ooh girl, you got an ugly laugh," and everyone started laughing with her. It's been 15 years and I'm still self-conscious of my laugh because of that. Those little comments can have a major negative effect. I got made fun of for my laugh a lot when I was younger, and I spent my teenage years saying that's so funny instead of actually allowing myself to laugh. In my early 20s I decided life was too short to let other people ruin the little bit of joy I had. I still have a weird laugh, but when someone makes a rude comment I'll look them in the eye and sarcastically say, "I'm sorry, does my happiness annoy you?" If they don't get it, I'll tell them they're being rude and that I'll just leave if they want to continue treating me that way. Life is also too short to entertain assholes. Excitement. Let people be excited about shit. Let them like things you don't. Let people express powerful positive emotions and cry and get deep into how to show anger respectfully. The worst feeling is being super excited about something and then getting put down for it. Makes me want to burst into tears when it happens, and it makes me want to do it when I see it happen to others too. That type of embarrassment is hard to handle and recover from. Reason why I stopped sharing happy news with my daddies, because he's such a killjoy when I do things which he doesn't believe in. My photos got published in a magazine, and I won an award. No, I shouldn't waste my time. That's it, that's the last thing I shared. I also stopped sharing my plans in life. I only answer if he asks, and only after I had done it. Hey man, congrats on being published. Also, pillows are pretty great. I agree. Not being active on social media. Get off my back. Be more active. Tell us everything. Exactly, odd how important it's become. More odd that some folks assume other folks think it's equally important. Sorry, I used some old pics of you for the family calendar, since you're not on Facebook. So you didn't call me, text me, email me, send a courier pigeon? Yeah, people this generation don't even send a courier pigeon anymore. Not having relationships with some or all family members. Some people just suck, and someone has to have the misfortune of being related to them. I think this is very generational, especially in the rural area I'm from. Everyone my parents' age and older, 50 plus, definitely holds on to the idea that you should try at all costs to maintain some kind of relationship with a person if they are a family member, regardless of the circumstances. They just don't understand how most transgressions aren't heavily mitigated by the mere fact that someone is your mother, father, grandmother, etc. I had to explain to my own mother, who I have a wonderful relationship with, thankfully, just earlier today, that most younger people / young adults absolutely do not give a shit if a toxic person is related to them. Abuse is abuse, and you don't have to stay in a relationship that is actively harmful. Mother or no. These are also the people where I'm from that grew up thinking divorce was unacceptable under basically any circumstances, etc. Being too shy to jump into conversations. True. Especially when you are used to being talked over or ignored when you say something. Every damn time. I have become so discouraged from talking at all. I rarely talk at home because of this, but at work, I can talk and can actually talk without being interrupted. Dark eye bags edit. I like my eye bags, I'm just tired of people giving me unsolicited advice about it. I'm also tired of others telling to use makeup to hide them. Like no thank you. Dark eye bag gang. Crooked teeth. They grew in that way and my parents, divorced, both had insurance on me, but argued over whose responsibility it should be. Well now it's mine, but I can't afford it. Same. I've had a chipped front tooth since I was 13 and I needed braces as a kid. Mom kept saying she'd get around to making the appointment but never did. Now there's no way in hell I'm getting braces as an adult because I have enough trouble being taken seriously professionally as a short woman with baby face. And my employer's insurance doesn't cover Invisalign. My husband had a tooth pulled 2 years ago and we are still paying it off because our insurance covers fuck all. Invisalign-like company sent me a free kit to get a knockoff brand Invisalign. 2 weeks later I got a letter response from them saying they could not help me because my situation was too bad. What a time to be alive. Everything that doesn't harm others but makes the person happy. Be silly. Enjoy yourself. Make snow angles in the rain. I don't care. I love geometry too. I thought I was the only one who made snow angles. Nothing better than a true 90-degree angle in the middle of 0-degree weather. That angle is just right. Reading the directions. Wait. Is there people that don't read them just because they don't want? Speaking as someone who for whatever reason has to force himself to read the directions. It's a pride thing to just figure out how something works. Cool if you can pull it off. But you look pretty stupid if you mess it up. Being an introvert doesn't mean you can't have fun with people. Being short. It's amazing that it's socially acceptable to make fun of a short male like everyone is in on the joke. Those same people would never make fun of someone to their face who is obese or has a birth defect or acne, etc. But being short is obviously something a person has no control over. I'm a cleaner in this. I've literally had people say to me after I tell them, "So you studying, or what are you looking to do?" I'd never cleaned toilets and the worst one was "So just haven't found your dream job yet?" Like, no, Greg, I'm OCD and have had. This is my dream job. I'm on my feet all day. I get to make things perfect and the satisfaction is incredible for my mental health. I'm able to support myself and my son and I also get to help the elderly and disabled. Who wouldn't want to have that chance on a daily basis? Also, clean your damn toilet, Greg. It's grotty as hell. I like you. Receding hairline is just natural, man. My fiancé, by the time he was 30, was going bald. He's 64 and still feels insecure about. Now his nephew has reached 30 and the same thing is happening to him. They both have tried it all. Regain, minoxidil, various supplements and combinations thereof among other things. It's genetic. His dad had it, and his dad had it no telling how many generations. Liking pretty things. Too many people have this idea that pretty things are childish and you need to be moody and ironically dark. Fool. Look at that beautiful flower and stop pretending to be miserable before you actually convince yourself that you are. Eater. Wow. Thank you guys so much for the awards and karma. You're all pretty things. I nearly lost my mind over some cloud one time and my friends thought I was crazy. Who thinks clouds are pretty? I do, folks. And I'm going to ogle over them to my heart's delight. r/clouds is a thing and it's beautiful and you should join us there. Holy smokes. Thank you. As a kid my grandmother used to look at clouds all the time. The shapes they made, the color, etc. She would also just watch sunsets/sunrises. I never understood it. My mom a few years ago also started to love looking at clouds. Now as an adult, anytime I see anything that nature makes that is beautiful, I have to look in awe. For me, I spend a time to look because who knows how long you have to enjoy the little things. Teeth. They aren't meant to be fully white and perfectly aligned. Having some skewness and discoloration is okay as long as it's not affecting you. A lot of actors/celebrities go through this expensive teeth procedure where they basically shave down their natural teeth then cover all them with this fake stuff so they forever look white and pretty. Veneers. Some of them don't turn out amazingly well either, and they can come off. I saw someone lose one opening a pack of hot dogs with his teeth at a cookout, right into the ash of the Weber grill. As someone with veneers for non-purely cosmetic reasons, my adult teeth are too small and can't touch even with braces, leaving huge gaps that made it hard to talk and eat. What you described as my nightmare. Buying condoms. Please. It's really important. If you are new to TattleTale TV, please subscribe. We have new videos every day. Stay tuned for more coming up next.